the south side. The distinguishing attribute of this part of the forest is that there's a road along it. And I don't know how long the whole thing is. I was thinking the part of it I can see from here is maybe, well, I can't really see it, but maybe 10 acres. And then if I added the other parts to the south side, I have to look at my map for this. It's, I don't know, for this part, maybe it's 25 acres? No. Less? More? I don't know. It's hard to guess that. I'm supposed to use hectares anyway. I should use all metric and not be a dumbass person from the US, but that's what I am, so I think in acres usually. Don't get all bigoted about it. Judgmental fuck. I hope no one ever takes that kind of shit personally. I obviously don't know who's watching this, so I'm clearly not calling you a judgmental fuck. I think it's sort of ironic, actually, that I expect people to be open-minded and nice, and then I really don't probably come across that way. Probably because I'm not being very nice in my words. I should go listen to more of that nonviolent communication stuff, because I guess on video I've occasionally just given myself a pass to say whatever the fuck, and say the word fuck, because I don't fucking care. And I don't like other people telling me how to talk. It pisses me off. You know, I don't tell other people how to talk very much, not unless it's very direct, like, you know, you shouldn't make direct threats to me. I think that's pretty well supported legal doctrine. I can't tell if there's somebody here or not. Anyway, this whole part of the land, its distinguishing attribute is that it's near the road, which for privacy reasons I've said I will not build near it. But I can't tell if somebody's here or not. That's so annoying. This place is so big and it's so hard to get around. I should have an ATV so I can zip around and check out places. There's definitely a vehicle out there. But that shouldn't be any vehicle I know. Doesn't sound like it. Fuck. Anyway, it's south-facing slope, which has good road access. And so when we think about land use, well, part of it has good road access. What I would do is get road access, run a bulldozer in for a road on the lower part, hooking into the slope, and then eventually doing contour roads. Fuck, I can't see that vehicle. It's very annoying. And I think I could put a whole open area right in here. It's already set for that, and it's not that graded, so I could flatten it, make a big flat area with contour roads around it. And then up there is another point of access. I need to clean all that up, and that's a huge transportation nexus into all the rest of the forest. So, and that's the best one to use, really. It is the best one. It just gets you right into the center of the south side. And then I can run other roads in the interior up and down. But over here at this gate, I would have another gate on that, and one would come down, run a road, a long slope down here, and then there's a hill up there that I want to keep as park-like as possible. In fact, a lot of this will be park-like. We've cut a lot of trees in here because of pine beetle plague, which is often painful, but in this case it opens up this land for use, and it's all going to grow with new trees anyway. You know, most of these in here are going to get cut. They're infected with pine beetle plague. And then up above this, there's a space that as somebody came in here, I bulldoze a road up there that I could have for like van lifer camping, stuff like that. It'd be really cool. And this would be for people I don't know. So I would have a buffer zone and have an interior gate to enter further into the forest. So I divide it off that way. I need to get out Google My Maps, which is a great tool, by the way, Google My Maps. And That would tell me how big the land is we're talking about, and I could section it off into different uses. There's also a spot way at the top that would be a great building site. It might have view, probably would. It would have really great view, and it would still be hidden from the road if I dug it in. Because I guess once I have more people here and I have support and security, then I would be willing to have something you could see from the road. Even then, I'd want to put a wall along the road, although a wall indicates to people, hey, there's something back there. I should go check it out. And I don't really like unexpected visitors. They annoy me. Well, whatever vehicle that is, it ain't for me. I don't know. I got to figure out my rules on land sculpting, because I guess I have to state the problem set better. But there's certain cases where I would do something, and I don't know if it's the right thing to do. Like, I've thought about filling in this dip in the road here, but now I'm thinking, well, if I already dip down right here, that's an opportunity to bulldoze out that way along this gully, which normally I would be against. But I could shoot right over there, not going down very much. And there's another building site over there that I could dig way down with the bulldozer, filling in this gully down there, and even getting rid of it, like flattening it, and have a way to walk across to over there to that building, and then have this be more accessible from the inside. And I might put like a cemetery out there, a sculpture garden cemetery. It would be really cool, and it would be ecological, and it wouldn't use a ton of land because I'd be composting the bodies. It's a wildly crazy idea, but that's where I'd want to be buried. And then, you'd be buried with fungus and stuff. You become mushrooms. And we could even set it up so that after a certain time, like a year, 2 years, I don't know, we would actually dump stuff on the body to speed up the decomposition. Not that that's necessary completely, but then, and then you could harvest the bones, and they would be given to whoever the person who arranged to be buried there wanted. They would make a contract of intent. So even after they're dead, their bones are used for what they want. They could be given to their family. They could be auctioned off for a cause that they like. And if this person was famous at all or had a lot of friends, some weirdos might want their bones. I have a whole set of business ideas that I would put in a place that is accessible to the public, or semi-public, more public. The cemetery idea is a really good one, and it would be private, so the descendants of that person would be allowed to register if they don't exist now, or get registered, so they would be registered as visitors. You could have a craft store. Well, I don't like that, because that's actually public, and you would want to have your craft store in town instead. So any business that would be actually open to the actual public, I don't think I would want, although I want to set aside space for that. Because things develop, things change, maybe, we don't know. But in general, I don't want to deal with the public in any way. On the other hand, what if this road became popular and it was an opportunity, and I could have a composting toilet there and a little place to sell food that even was like to go for people like truckers and stuff. That seems like a bizarre future I can't imagine. But because that road gets really, really bad in some spots, and actually it's pretty bad right along my land here in part of it. It's so bad I don't want to fix it. So also, I don't really want to encourage, I don't want to be the only guy who fixes up the road and then encourages traffic. If it's going to get fixed up, I want it to be fixed up more with other people helping for my use as well, because that's become the best way to get here. That going down from over there. It's 5 kilometers into town from here. On a dirt road that in the past has been very, very bad. Like at times impassable. And at times I couldn't get home. And I had to leave my vehicle on the road and walk home and then go back after it dried out. So I got to think about the design of all spaces, but that south side is a special case. the upper part of it would actually be accessible from a different town. And then maybe that road will get connected someday, or paved rather. But it's so shitty I don't want to even go on it. This is my generator. I have a little bit of gas left. Not that much. And my vehicle's not working safely. So I'm kind of screwed. This is a great generator. It's a Honda EU 2000i. Hey, I thought the I meant internet. I thought I was supposed to have an app for this. Maybe it doesn't. I forgot this one is an I. Is an I. Wow. Look at that. Look how quiet it is. That's great. That is such a fantastic little generator. All right, well, I should do a whole series just on land design, and I guess these rambling videos are part of it, but that is a series of projects, and that is an area where I could, for example, host workshops, and I could make those be public workshops. They wouldn't really be public, but they would be for people could come there that I don't actually know personally, that I have not vetted entirely. Although I don't even know if I want anybody who isn't fully screened to get anywhere fucking near me. I really have become quite misanthropic, which is a terrible thing to be. I recognize that. But that's what I am. I gotta fix myself. It's very important. My responsibility. Fuck. I can't do it alone, I don't think. I'm not gonna make it. I just don't believe it anymore. I have to partner with people somehow, which means I have to have some level of trust, and they have to be trustworthy. And that second part is the harder part. I get contacted by so many dumbass motherfuckers who clearly just want to use and abuse, and there's just going to be more of them. As things in the world, as collapse happens, jeez. Yeah, it's really a painful thing that we're going to watch. And nobody's going to give a shit about it, apparently. All right, so what are we doing here? Goodbye.